Good day everyone. Let's get to the topic this week. To start off, we are going to read a short story about former President Manuel Quezon. He is considered the second president of the Philippines as well as the father of the national language in Tagalog, ama ng wikang pambansa. So let us read this passage from his own words about his early life. And for your learning task this week, answer learning task 2. As said in the directions, arrange the following chronologically by labeling them using the alphabet. Let us go back to the story. As we had said, the text is about Manuel Quezon's early life. And as we can see through history, Manuel Quezon went from a young boy in a small town in Baler to become the Philippines' second president. Let us go back to the story. The text tells us Manuel Quezon's early life from when he was born up to him studying in the University of Santo Tomas. The text that we have heard is what we call an informational text. The text gave us information and facts about Manuel Quezon's early life. What are informational or factual texts? Informational or factual texts are materials that provide significant information or details about a particular person, place, thing, event, issue and the like. They vary in terms of types, signal questions and signal words. We have 5 text structures: sequence, problem and solution, compare and contrast, description, and cause and effect. Let's take a look at each and one of them. First is sequence structure. From the name itself, sequence. Its purpose is to describe events in order or enumerate procedures. Just remember, when a text shows events or steps, it uses a sequence structure most of the time. Let's have an example. Pause the video and read the short paragraph. What's the paragraph about? Yes, it shows steps on how to cook rice, from rinsing your rice to serving the cooked rice. Next is description. From the word itself, description, it describes something by explaining the topic or giving examples of it, just like what I am doing now. Let's read the example paragraph. Based from the title alone, we can say that the topic of the text is about volcanoes and the text shows the characteristics of volcanoes such as they are feared. Next is cause and effect, and as it says on its purpose, this text shows what happened and why it happened. Let's look at the sample text. The text tells how people get sick. So how do people get sick? Because they are exposed to germs. So the cause is people being exposed to germs, with the effect that people get sick. Next is compare and contrast, with the purpose of showing similarities and differences. Let us look at the example text that compares apples and oranges. Let us first take note of the differences of apples and oranges. According to the text, apples, unlike oranges, has thinner skin while oranges have more acid than apples. The text mentions a lot of similarities between the two, such as both are fruits and have seeds. Lastly, we have problem and solution. This text presents a problem or several problems and solutions or answers to these problems. Let's look at the example text. What problem does it present? The problem is teen pregnancies, and the text presents 2 solutions to this problem, that being birth control and abstinence. Another way we can tell which text structure a text uses is via keywords. You can use these words to give yourself a clue on telling what structure a text uses. Let us now go to our learning task for this week. Read the passage from your learning task. If you are done reading the passage, what is the text about? Yes, it tells us about the characteristics of the life jacket, which means a possible title for it is the life jacket. Secondly, what type of text is presented above? Take note. It describes the life jacket. And finally, try and make a graphic organizer. To give you a clue, let me show what organizer we are going to use. So based from the text, what can we say about the life jacket? I'll give you one example, the life jacket. You can put as many or as little as you want for your answers. And with that, I wish everyone a good day and luck on your studies.